Sit back, no really, ain't no hand, no gon' tell you the truth. Be out, Mr. Info, you know what we here for, the Old Headz podcast.
Hey.
Come from the North Shades to the team at the Barclays, the Old Headz podcast. Yo, from Brooks Florida, 100 to the
Job be wanted.
the Old Headz podcast. Yo, let's go.
Yeah, buddy. Hey, we gonna hold it down, man. Old Head Podcast, man. What number is this? 118?
I have no clue.
118. We gonna call it 118 regardless, man.
118.
We one man short, man. The main man, he up out of here, man. Hoping he enjoying his little vacay, man. The old lady took him out to go do some nice things for the man. He been working too hard for us, man. On both the podcast and at work. But we gonna keep it moving like we always should, man. It's your man Hendo G, man. AKA French Loaf, AKA the leader like B.I. say. I'm gonna let my other co-host, man, go ahead and do say self. Let it be known.
Yeah, Mr. Info. You know what we here for.
And we still doing research on that, man. We don't know if he got all the info.
Got all the answers.
We don't think he hit threes the way he say he do, but it's
That's
your boy.
to see some of the info.
Take it to the
Talking
court.
And some of that
We can
info
do this,
we want to
though.
sure
I
about.
would love to go.
Mm.
We can go right
wanna
now.
meet
I got a
ass
ball
game
in
of
the
horse.
trunk.
We-
What's up?
We have a
We
mean
can-
ass game of horse.
It's me versus such and such and such and such. Playing against myself, you know what
The
I
other
mean?
such and such got a name because I'm
This is
2-0 on the 1-on-1 squads against somebody in here. We ain't gonna say no names.
Yeah, but I'm 1-0 against some. Well,
On fives, you ain't 1-0, nigga. You not 1-0. You tried it.
oh yeah.
You did. You tried it.
Oh no, I'm talking about right after that game.
Look. I hit a soft spot.
Oh no,
Right when we gonna get-
game winner hit
Look.
the soft spot on
game
the game winner.
We getting right
After the
into
one.
Hendo's
That
hot
gotta count.
takes. Hendo's hot takes. My hot take for the day. Dre ass be capping.
No,
No, real
no.
talk. Man, the Bulls is off to a very, very good start. I've been watching the majority of the Bulls' little preseason games. And much of the display as I had going into this season and stuff, I thought they were going to look completely trash. And these guys is actually hooping. Now, I'm not going to say this is going to be a concurrent thing, but as of right now, during preseason, they're not looking too bad. They really not.
Yeah.
Lonzo Ball was out there doing his thing. Zach was out there looking good. Vooch finally looked like he had a role. We had a couple of the other guys step up, but in my eyes, we still don't have a fucking center. We don't have nobody in that middle, and our middle subject. P. Wills looked great, but this is what I'm normally just seeing with P. Wills. Looking good in the summer league, looking good in preseason, looking flat in regular season. But as of right now, they look pretty good. And that's Hendo's hot takes. So,
I'm so glad that was a hot take.
Man,
yeah, but
That
it
wasn't
was
even nowhere in the lineup on the show, but yeah, we gotta talk about them motherfuckers. I
yeah.
to get back to it, you know, the show's coming up further. But man, look, Lonzo back.
man, he looked good, man.
he looked good, but I can't wait until he actually start running. He looked like he's still a little nervous, but you know.
I mean, give him a little time. He looked all right, man.
No, he looked good. He looked good. He was knocking down the threes, but that boy got deer-shaped legs, boy. You know what I mean? When a deer first get to walking, that boy was out there talking about some
Funny.
catch me.
Yeah.
Hey, all right. Good looks. All right.
Man, we was
It
out
ran
there
back up
standing
court.
But yeah, man, we good. He back.
But
And that was Hendo's hot take extended. Now we going into the little hot history moment that we got, Black History moment, man. Little do we know, every time we bite into a chip, man, invented by a black man, bro. Chip was invented in 1853 by George Crumb. He was a black American chef at the Moon Lake Lodge restaurant in Saratoga Springs, New York. Back when they were just starting to knock out French fries, it was popular. He was like, hey, man, let me flatten this out and let me put it in the bag and hook it up like this. He was actually selling chips up the back of his car. Let him know. I didn't even know cars was juking like that back then. But the fact that he was selling chips up the back of the car makes it even more of a Black History moment, man. Shout out to Mr. George Crumb for getting that started, man.
I'm not sure if I'm more impressed by the damn potato chip inventor or the fact that you could actually read. This is my first time. I didn't know. I've never seen you close up.
They doing me like
I've never
this,
seen you
though.
close up.
They doing me like this, man. That's why I don't host, man, because all types of shit start popping out. Look. All right, man, going right into sports entertainment, man. Caleb Williams had his best game of his career. He had 4 touchdowns, 1 interception. He threw 23 for 29 for 226 yards and had a 124.4 QBR rating. Will Caleb Williams have the same success when the Bears season starts getting a little tougher? Or is it just because we haven't played a top division defense yet? What do y'all think?
Oh, it's going down. He ain't going to do nothing but get better. I mean, we ain't going to win every game, and he ain't going to throw 300 every game. He ain't going to throw 4 touchdowns every game, but he might throw 195 one game and we get a win. He might throw, you know what I'm saying, with 3 touchdowns or some shit, like, you know what I mean? Like, we only going up with fam. He ain't doing nothing but learning. You know what I'm saying? You got to watch them students.
Do you feel progressively, game by game, he getting better?
Yeah.
Or do you think like the game's just starting to slow up a little bit for him?
Both, all the above. You know what I'm saying? Like, when you start getting that game speed down, it ain't nothing, no way to simulate that coming from college to the pros. You can't simulate NFL game speed. You got to get hit. You got to, not see some shit sometimes to see some shit going further. You know what I'm saying? It's all good.
What I seen in it is the game didn't slow down. He actually sped the fuck up, which he really been needing to do. He got a little bit more mobile. He don't sit in the pocket as long. He notices when the play is breaking down. All these things that he should have been doing from the very get-go, like, it's coming to him now. He knows game speed now. He knows, hey, I used to run at 85%, now it's 95%. The man's finding his rhythm because his team is there with him. Keenan Allen saving him. He making careers out of people that you thought were going to be done with, like Swift. Look at Swift. Last game with us, I want to say 91 yards, 2 T's.
Yeah.
Some
D's.
Some D's. Like, our vets are doing what they're doing to make this rook look good, and he is about to start capitalizing. So, next year, you ain't gonna be no rook. They gonna have tape on you. Hey, you're getting better game by game. I give him that.
I think this was going to be a slow to fast process. I thought he was going to stumble. I expected rookie mistakes, a couple overthrows, a couple underthrows, just some bad choices being made. And what he's shown me is a little different. He seems to be making more consistent throws. He's actually trusting the pocket a little bit more. He's actually throwing from the pocket, which is something we're not really accustomed to unless we're talking about Jay Cutler. You know what I'm saying? But he actually is showing faith in that line to where he can stand up tall. And we giving him time. He's making good reads. The guy always had the talent. It was just how the talent was going to transfer over. And now we're getting a prime example of how this talent is transferring over. But I also give a lot of respect to Shane Waldron. Shane Waldron is calling better fucking plays. And when the better plays get to calling, we start getting better production out here. We were wanting spread offenses where we had guys running out here for him to throw. Now we've shortened it in. We brought in 2 tight end sets. We're getting guys open. Cole Kmet's getting touchdowns. Keenan Allen's getting touchdowns. Moore went from looking disgusted to having a smile on his face. It's not the production he wants, but shit, it's something he can work with. He knows he can work with it. And it's progressively getting better. But we're getting better on the offensive side, and we're getting stout better on defense. So when you can ride that little bit of wave, you don't always have to throw hundreds of yards to win games. What you do is have to win games. Now, sometimes you have to throw for 85 yards. Sometimes you have to throw for 350 yards. But as long as you win the game, that's the moral of the story. And right now, he's winning games. Now, granted, I'm looking at some of these early games because I knew this was going to be a favorable schedule for us. And we've been said this before the season even started, that this was a highly favorable schedule. So I'm looking for these high and low games. There are certain games that I've circled on my calendar that I know are going to. The Commanders is one of them. That game right after that, that's a huge game. The Commanders are smoking hot. If we can come in here and make a feasible game and have this out here looked at, then we giving people a run. People are really going to start looking at putting the Bears on the map, and that's under the strength of Caleb's development.
Their defense is suspect. We don't like them.
I think it is too, but their offense that's a high marker game that's on the calendar, and a lot of people are looking at that's the game for us to beat. Out of a lot of the games that we've played and got for it, they're looking for this as one of the highlight games for us. This is a highlight premier game for us because this is a test because this team has a winning record.
I won't be surprised if we score 35, 38 points on these motherfuckers. I won't be surprised.
Me neither, but it's something that I hope we have.
You
But
better put some respect on Daniel's name.
we
though,
gotta
too.
put some
He don't play
respect on
defense.
Daniels, man.
He don't play defense.
Yeah, but if he can outscore your defense,
Hey, that's what it's all about in the end.
if
Hey,
he
the more he
outscore
score, the
our
more
off-
we need to score. We
Right?
don't like
That's
that.
all it is, man. We just got to put up when he go up. Well, switching
That's what
lanes
it
a
is.
little bit, going back to what I broke going in on the hot take, man. Zach LaVine is looking great in the preseason. Should we trade him if he continues to play this well, or is his injury history enough to want to trade him first chance we get, or sit on what we think he might be able to help us go out and do?
fish early. Fish early.
You said trade early?
Nah, I say fish. Fish.
I don't know what fish means.
Like, see what you can get
So trade early.
That's my answer.
That's trade early.
Nah, it's not
it
trade
kinda
early.
is,
It's
but,
like,
but it's not trade the nigga because I like him for morale in the locker room. I like that shit. But like same
Right.
point in time, he real good with Lonzo. I fuck with Lonzo. I want everything Lonzo had in here. But same point in time, yeah, man, you gotta see what you can get for him, man, because somebody might mess around. If you can get a key piece to your team going forward, somebody that actually be on the court. And no offense, but play within the floor of the offense a little bit better. The ball tend to stick with him, and that's probably a good reason DeRozan ain't here too right now. It's good for clutch moments, but you know what I mean. But that ball get to sticking. You know what I'm saying? Lonzo, hot potato, and
Yeah.
he got everybody on the team doing that.
Yeah.
It's contagious.
yeah.
It's like the coronavirus, man. When you start passing that ball like that to the open motherfucker, man,
That's a
you
fact.
passing up good shots for great ones.
Yeah, but it's also the young bucks out there too. Some of these old
Yeah.
heads get stuck in their ways. We understand it. Like, hey,
But
I've been the man
Lonzo
on
has
the
a-
team.
Lonzo and Zach LaVine have a very adaptable game. And the really thing about that is, as much as we sit here and we tell them, that we should trade Zach LaVine has to work his stock value back up. One preseason or a good preseason game is not going to get you high trade value. Nobody wanted this guy, and none of that's going to change with a good preseason debut. This is something that we have to see a couple 40, 50 game poppers, and maybe before the trade deadline, we might be able to get some draft picks. But then that's asking ourselves, are we taking ourselves out of contention when we let our leading scorer go? And that's a yes. And I don't think that the
We can
Bulls,
do it by committee.
I just don't think the Bulls themselves, knowing what Zach LaVine can bring at a given day when healthy, I just don't see them letting him go away or trading him because they're not going to get the value that they want. The only way you're going to get the value is if, i.e., somebody gets hurt, or if there's an actual, factual championship playoff contender that is just a Zach LaVine away. And I don't really know teams that are just a Zach LaVine away that aren't already stacked. The only team I could think of would be Phoenix, but they have so less money right now than any other teams that's an invaluable. The only team that he could really make better is going downhill, and that would be the Clippers. And the Clippers couldn't give us nobody over that would be worth trading him. We're not going to grab Harden. We could take a good look at Terrence Mann. He would be a nice, but at that time we have so many fucking guards. We have Giddey. It wouldn't make.
What about the
sense.
Mavericks?
Giddy is a 3.
The Mavericks, they won't want to do it because we wouldn't be able to receive what we want in value, is what I'm saying. The only thing that we would want from them would be a big man, and they're not going to come off a big man. That, you know what I'm saying? We're not going to trade for Clay. They just got that. They're not going to break that team up.
Clay.
The only teams
want
would be
that
like the
Wagner
Lakers
motherfucker
or
off
Miami, and Miami.
Sagoon off motherfucking
This-
Houston.
and I said,
they want to unload Sagoon because he got hurt and Green stepped up
yep.
when in his absence, and they made a push for the playoff last year. So if they want to get rid of Sengun, you know what I'm saying, for another guard,
The
maybe,
only way I
don't
could
know
see
how-
would maybe be like Orlando.
I want Wagner
or-
from Orlando.
Right,
If
and that's
Big
what I
Big
could
Wagner.
possibly see, but I can't see that right now
Yeah,
because
I
the
heard
trade,
their contracts ain't gonna.
right, the
they ain't
contract ain't
gonna
gonna mesh because, mind you, Zach taking them a lot of money. Whoever takes on this has to take on a lot of money. They have to be suited to win now, which would be like the Sixers or somebody like that. That's what it have to be, and they're not in a position that they can offer us any player, and we need players. We're not doing picks
Sixers
right
ain't
now.
coming up on. No,
Right, and that's what I'm saying. So the long story short is,
everybody went to Philly. I didn't even notice that.
I don't see us coming above him just because of A, how much his contract is, and B, is just he a high power scorer. He has to work up some better stock value before he can either be a trade And I don't know if he can do that in a half season, is what I'm saying. This would have to be something that's dealt out through the year and figured out next year. But as of right now, we got Zach, man, and he wanted to take us to this next level, and we want to put some weapons around him that can be successful. And I think that we have a decent little unit to win some games. Playoff bound, I got to see. Play-in game, more than likely. And that's my take on that one with that. Yeah, Lonzo does make a difference.
Back. Boy, that matter.
Going into the next session, man, Angel Reese, man, she got a lot of backlash for a photo shoot she did in some lingerie. Why does she in particular get so much hate, especially from the black men?
I didn't know that she really was getting any hate. I thought everybody loved her, to be honest. You know what I'm saying? She was balling on the court. You know what I'm saying? I just see her showing up at games and shit. You know what I'm saying?
A whole bunch of niggas that want to hit that know they can't.
Is that what it is? Is it jealousy?
Hey, bro, she threw out what she said. She said she wants somebody 6'6". Go ahead. I already know I'm off bad out of that. So
right,
like
you
now,
out of there.
now
Cool.
Niggas once they know they out of
I'm
there.
out of there too, shit.
Okay, how much good shit do they really have to say? Shorty averaged a double. She got screwed out of Rookie of the Year, if you ask me. Like, yeah. So like, let her do her thing. Like, why hate on her for trying to make some bread? Like,
I mean, shit. I don't know, man. I just feel like let the girl do her thing, man. You know what I'm saying? Like we was, you know what I'm saying, getting ready to speak about as far as the picture and shit that she took or whatever in the lingerie. Like I feel like the fellas are doing the same shit. Like, what's the difference between motherfucking Donovan Mitchell wearing that Kim Kardashian little skimpy naked shit and motherfucking Angel Reese wearing whatever? I ain't even see her picture.
hey, you
But
want
like regardless of what she wasn't naked, you know what I mean?
You want to know what it really is? She look like that and she ain't flying niggas out. That's what it
Niggas care about that?
Me personally, I didn't think it was too much. We've been watching athletes come and show we'll call almost the nude pictures of their body for years, man. We watched D-Wade do it just with a basketball in front of him. We watched Dennis Rodman do it on a motorcycle with a basketball in front of his junk. Guys have been doing this forever. We've seen Tom Brady come out here and show his little six-pack, and we've seen Odell Beckham come out here with just a white beater on. Like, I think athletes showing off their physique, there's nothing to it, man, because there's a sexiness to it, whether it's guy or girl. Somebody's paying, somebody looking, man. And that's just sometimes how some of these people pass these motherfucking bills. Everybody don't have these big Nike and Gatorade contracts and these Powerade contracts. So some of these motherfuckers got to take some nice little photos of their body in some little lingerie and sell their calendar or sell their poster. That's how they getting by. That's just how they get by, man. So stop all the hate, man. Just when y'all see a nice little body out there, be like, yeah, shorty, you doing it. You look all right, man. Keep doing your thing, man. Somebody buying that picture and shit and persons that shit, man. Let them get their little hustle on, man. And then all them haters, man, just, man, stop hating, man. Love a motherfucker. Love when you see something beautiful in your life. It's like seeing a flower in something. Everybody might not think that motherfucker beautiful, but hey, like, motherfucker, you out here, dog.
You know what'd be confusing to me if I were like her? I'll be like if you reading through tweets and shit, it'll be one motherfucker saying, "Oh, you doing too much" in the picture. Then the next motherfucker will be saying, "Oh man, girls look like dudes." Like, it's so contradicting. Like, if you respond to each one, if you heard, it's like you gotta get into different mind frames to even. It's conflicting arguments that are like, it's so much rhetoric that as a star player and as a famous person, you can't even listen to this shit. Just do whatever the fuck you want to do. As long as you ain't hurting nobody, shit. You on the legal side of that shit, go ahead and get yours.
Right. This is her welcome to the league moment.
I feel like, man, shorty, do you, man.
Yeah.
Shit, somebody like it, man. I like seeing
What
some of
y'all
these
think?
ladies dress up in a little bit of
Motherfuckers
lingerie.
don't like it, they ain't gotta fuck
Hey,
with shit.
whatever they like,
Why
you
does
know
it
what I'm
matter?
saying? But hey, it's nice to see sometimes, man. That's a good view. But since we talk about Angel Reese, man, she's also caught a lot of backlash stating that her rent is $8,000. Why does she seem to get so much criticism from black men because of this? When you only making a certain amount. Listen.
Pick me.
Now this
me.
I'm gonna have to kick off and so let some brothers can go, man. This is a situation where I feel it's not just this sister in particular. I feel like there's a lot of people out here living. It's not just sisters. There's a lot of people out here living way above their pay grade, okay? But she knows she got it. She knows she gonna
So
be
it's
getting.
not about. So it's not
It
about.
is. I mean,
outside
it
of her
is,
needs.
but it isn't. But we
It
talk
ain't.
about. But
She got it.
But then again, this is what we also got to stop doing. We got to stop counting pockets.
I'm
We
trying to
sitting
tell
here and telling this girl
She
how
got
much
a
money
crib
she
in
got. She
Chicago.
got this, man.
She can't be living, nigga, on 40.
Man, come on, man. But listen.
Spot, bro.
I will tell you this though.
Rent is expensive.
There is certain things out here that you do understand. And I understand rent is terribly expensive. But I'm not coming out to Chicago and I'm not renting something. I'm going to Schaumburg and I'm building a house. And I'm driving to work every goddamn day. That'd be the listen. I get it, but you can also sell your house like everybody else do, like D-Wade do, like Paul Pierce do, like MJ did. You try to tell me he ain't have a house in Chicago? As soon as the nigga left the Bulls, that nigga sold that house, kept one out
like that though. You trying to be driving an hour and a half?
Hey,
all the
yes,
time.
But nigga,
I'm not gonna be paying 8 bands in rent though, neither though, fam.
What?
I wouldn't be doing it
Without
ownership.
Without ownership, like you said, without ownership. Come on, dog. Shit, you gonna be staying with a team man for 8 bands?
I'm living in the skies
8
arena.
bands, it's mortgage,
Nigga, 8 bands of
it's mortgage. You don't own
I'm
it.
paying
mortgage for 8
You don't
bands.
own
Play it broke, nigga. So I'm definitely gonna be
Listen,
acting.
I'm not trying to pay on nothing I don't own, bro.
I want you to play as broke as you want to, and then the moment you think about putting that sign bar up on your wall, the nigga that owned the crib gonna say,
But
take that off.
I understand though, but like I said, this financially, stop counting these players' pockets, man. She a grown ass woman. This her money. What that motherfucking Bobby Brown said, hey, this is my motherfucking money. I made it, right? You said, let this lady do her own job. If she want to live like that, let her live, man. You live and you learn. Let her ball. She out here catching NITs, all types of side contracts. Let this woman ball. Stop counting that woman pockets, man. If she want to live out and ball out, who is you to say that she can't do it? She done put in all this hard work, put her body to test, man. Fuck the haters, man. Live your life, baby girl. I love seeing you blossom, man. You one of my favorite WNBA players. I don't give a fuck
They
what
wasn't
they
with
say,
you
nigga.
shooting in the gym.
They wasn't with you shooting in the motherfucking gym.
That's what I know.
On to the next segment, man. In the 2022 to the 2023 season, there was 560 players in the NBA. If you were to rank Bronny James, where would he rank in your NBA? Out of 560 players, where are you ranking Bronny James right now?
if you going off highlights alone, this
We going off talent. We going off scores. We're going off what you produce on the floor during preseason. No more, no less.
Hold on.
Okay.
What was he getting ready to say?
I don't know, but it was no highlights that Bronny had, except he getting his shit smacked by
Nah,
the
that's what I'm saying. Because if we're going off highlights alone, that nigga belong in the park. Because that motherfucker deserves.
But he did get 17 points in the game. He does some consistent things. The way
7 for 17 shooting.
That is
You
correct.
talking about last night, right?
Yes.
Was that last?
Yeah.
Yeah, because before then, like, you had like 4 points in 4 games.
Type shit.
Yeah, that was his total.
Yeah. So that motherfucker belong at
So if you
Planet Fitness.
If you were to put a number out of the 560 players right now, what would be his number out of those players right now? You have a top 100. Well, we have a top 560. Where would you put him?
He'd be in the top 550.
You mean the top 550?
Top
I
550.
can't
Cause
do
No. This guy's on Denver's bench like Strasser. Strasser, he a tall, light-skinned stud. He's got that piece, mid-range, lighting your ass up. He was a rookie like last year. It's guys like that I'm thinking of who don't get no tick, don't nobody know nothing about. This motherfucker is cold as hell on the NBA level.
yeah,
Not just come
but
bust
is Bronny
I'm
better
talking
than
about-
him?
Hell no.
Okay then, so why
what
would
number?
So what number? I put him in 550.
You
The
said-
higher
You
up,
said 550.
550.
You said
Out of 560 motherfuckers, he put him at 550.
He's
Oh.
only 10 in on my
For
list.
some reason, you said 560.
Yeah, he only 10 in. Because I know there's niggas on the bench.
He ain't
that,
cracking the top 500. I know that.
My point exactly.
Yeah,
That's
you
why he's still in the
definitely
550.
Yeah.
I can
Yeah,
only
all
count 10
So
people.
you give him a Nick? Solid Nick?
I'll give him 500.
Would you give him?
Because of his
550?
IQ.
550. I'm sticking with
Because
it.
of his IQ. This dude actually know how to run plays though.
He
He
can.
just needs to get better at running those plays.
I'm going to edge
You know how to
him.
come off
I'm
the
going to
screen and
edge
shit.
him more towards 490. I really don't see that there's 70 better players than him because he really kind of falls into a middle range with me because his IQ of the game is high, but he does have to get used to game speed, which all players get used to and you have to adjust to, and actual game time. But the thing about Bronny is we sit here and we give him this, but the guy's IQ is really high. Like he's a smart ball player and he knows how to get the just give him a little bit of game. I'm not expecting Dog to do a whole lot this year, a whole lot next year. But the year after that, I'm expecting this guy to be one of the smartest players on the floor. And we kind of watched that, like how that productivity happened with like Lonzo Ball. Lonzo Ball took a little minute, but as soon as he got it, he got it. Bronny's going to have that similar type. The only thing I give Bronny a little bit because he's not fully grown yet. He's not. Bronny's in a situation where he could grow to be another 4 inches. Remember, it happened to Mike.
Yeah.
Mike came into the league and grew 4 inches in the first 3 years. 4 inches, yeah. Mike came in the league, he was 6'2". 6'2", 6'3". Yeah,
he was like 6'2", 6'3".
Michael Jordan.
No, he wasn't.
Yes,
he
the
was.
fuck he was. He grew 4 inches in the league. He's 6'6". Look at him. He was 6'6".
He was 6'6" the whole time.
No, he wasn't.
No, he wasn't. Not when he got drafted, he wasn't.
No.
Yeah.
No, he
No,
wasn't.
it wasn't.
I'm telling you, B.I., he wasn't.
No, he was.
No, he wasn't. He
Leaving
grew in the
North
league.
Carolina, he was 6'3", 6'4".
He grew like 2 or 3 inches in the league, nigga.
His growth spurt happened in Laney High.
No, that was the first stint of it.
Yeah, it did. No.
That was the first stint of it. But once you get into the league and you get to doing those workouts,
he grew to like 6'4", 6'5".
Anyways, long story short, I don't know if Bronny all the
that.
way just done
Like
growing.
6'4".
That's what I'm saying. So if he happens to put on an inch or two, that kind of changed the dynamic of his body shape because he has a very, broad body. Pause. Like the motherfucker is solid across the board. He not really no punk. The only two things you really got to worry about Bronny is play style and if his ticker gonna be all right. That's the only thing I worry about Bronny. Is that heart still? I don't think that motherfucker all the way. So you gotta watch how much time you give this young fella because they try to run them young niggas a little harder.
yeah. But see, the only reason why I give Bronny such a low rating is because name who he's better than on the Lakers.
Not the rookies they got. What's number 41? What's that dude name with them cornrows?
I know who you're talking about.
Him up. He ready to shoot.
Man,
he ready to shoot.
him and the
Whatever
white boy.
the fuck boy name is, that dude.
There's a lot
But
of
they got
there's a few rookies this year that just don't got
ready
it
to
right now.
ball out as a rookie.
And I look at the
White
rookie
dude.
class. No, I just look at the rookie class. I don't see too many of those. Some of those guys, but I'm not saying that all those motherfuckers like.
But you're
60
about
of
to
them
hear.
better, but because of Bronny IQ, like Bronny's the type of dude he not gonna have these dynamic numbers though. But I always tell people glue pieces don't have those numbers. Glue pieces are the people that come in and make it serviceable and easy for everybody else, and that's kind of like the role he's coming into a little bit. He's not going to be like a guy who gives you 40 or 30. He's gonna be a guy that gives you a solid stat sheet. He's going to be a guy that gives you 17 motherfucking points. He's going to give you 8 rebounds, 10 assists, a steal or 2, a block, and just efficient. And the guy he guarding might not have his average. That's the type of shit he growing into. He not growing into be this big monumental player. He not growing into like the next LeBron. He growing into like a BJ Armstrong. That's what I'm saying. We just giving him the wrong position. But the whole thing is BJ Armstrong was a champion. And we that's what I'm saying. Like he's gonna be a champion, just he has a different play style than what we're gonna
Wrong
do.
champion, you're gonna be Gary Payton Jr. Let me tell you.
He said Gary Payton shoot a successful Felton.
Look at a lot of his shit. I want you to play just like him, Bronny. Defensive
could,
down.
he
He could.
You talk about
Like,
a
bro,
champion,
like,
though.
no,
Right,
he is.
another champion.
Junior's
Another champion.
That's why I said another champion, though.
Yeah, because let us
Like,
not be mad at.
I'm not being mad. I just want him to
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
See, everybody sits here and acts like
He is a
everybody's supposed to be
lockdown
these
dude.
big, dynamic, elite players, and some nigga we don't extend enough respect to the actual solid role players, the Pius Harrises and the niggas that actually step in, and like the Al Horfords and the niggas like that who step into these roles and fill them. Horace Grants, the Tristan Thompsons, like these niggas step in and fill these roles You know what I'm saying? My nigga, you know what I'm saying? The nigga at the
Right.
Horries. These niggas step in and fill these roles that
that's
other
the best
guys
role.
just don't
Yeah,
do
that's
successfully,
what I
but they do it at a high rate. And that's kind of where I feel like Bronny is. A type of nigga I can see get 6th man of the year. But he's not going to be that elite player that we thinking they going to put up 30 or 40 on these nights. He's just going to have an efficient role. That's what they building him into. You know what I'm saying? He's not a high profile scorer. He's not going to be that. But he's
gotta
going to be
a great-
efficient. He's not going to turn the ball over.
He's gonna be a great forgettable nigga. That's what he's gonna be.
Dog, I'm done, bro.
That's exactly what
He's
gonna be.
He's gonna be a successful winning version of Eric Snow, and we'll leave it at that. Who? Going into the next part, man.
He's a hell of a
We gotta.
player.
He really was. We're gonna go into our preseason NBA awards. Going to my man Dre one time. Who you got for MVP right now, man? Who's gonna be the MVP of the season?
Of the season. I hate to say it, but I can see if the Suns pull it around, it being Book.
Incorrect. Who you got going from? No, I'm just playing. Who?
Book. Devin Booker.
Come on, man. Never in life.
What?
Who you got?
No.
If the Suns pull it out correctly,
I'm wrong
Suns ain't
too.
pulling shit out.
I'm wrong too. But I'm thinking Joel Embiid because of the year they gonna have. 'Cause they
uppercut
got
slap
a hell of a
yourself.
supporting cast.
He said uppercut slap. That's open head.
They got a hell. If he can play enough games to qualify,
I
he had that type
and
of
you know
it
what?
could be Luka.
And my
It
thing,
could be Luka.
and my
he
whole,
always the front
and
runner.
my idea, and
But
I do like
play.
Devin Booker, but the whole thing is with Devin Booker over there, he defers too much because he feels like he has stepped aside to Durant, and I don't like that.
Gotta win
With-
games
with-
to be
with-
the MVP,
With
right?
Embiid,
Yeah.
with
How the
Embiid,
fuck is Book gonna be considered for MVP?
I
then?
would
That's about to win shit.
I would go in
You
with
don't know.
Embiid,
Ridiculous.
but I
You
think
don't know.
with
I
Paul
don't know.
George coming there, I think that is going to spread out that floor a little bit, and I don't think they'll need to rely on Embiid as much to win games. Where in past
Which can
games,
save his legs and hopefully help.
right,
him play
and that's what I'm
longer
hoping. That's
more
what I'm
games.
hoping. So
But
I
he
can't
can still be the
so-
best player on that
So,
But
team.
he's
but
still fragile.
I don't think he's going to have that. I think he's going to take more of a sit back role because guys who take that sit back role, they usually go further in the playoffs, and that's what they need him for. When you get Embiid in MVP mode, he doesn't make it to the playoffs healthy, and that seems to be a
They
calamity
got
with them.
so many
But
guys
that doesn't
on
that
this
seem
team
like
gonna
that happen
take that, yeah.
every year? We
I-
get a half.
I
We
feel
get
like, yeah,
we get
they're
a
gonna ask
46
less
person.
of him this year,
Right.
and that's going to help prolong his health.
But
You know
guess
what I'm saying?
what?
I
To
think
actually get
you already
through
had
the
your turn.
season.
I think what it's going to now. I think it's going to be Joker, man. Joker is the most day in, day out, every game consistent guy.
Yeah.
This man puts up a 20 and 10 with his eyes closed every fucking game. Every fucking game. That's not even wet. That's like by halftime. He has 26 points and 13 rebounds and motherfucking like 3 blocks and motherfucking like 6 assists. This motherfucker's working on a triple-double by the time we even closing out 12 minutes of the fucking game. Every year. And it's the consistency. And the reason I say that is because we don't see Joker take the type of injuries that Embiid take, that Booker take, and anybody else that's in the running for MVP take. He's normally healthy.
You're
We're
right.
talking about a big that can give you 75 games out of 82, and it's not because he hurt, it's just because they resting the motherfucker. That's a lot. There's not too many bigs right now that's giving you that besides Giannis. And even last year, Giannis was hurt in and out of rotation. So how is that going to reflect this year? Same fucking thing because they rely on Giannis too much to score. Where Joker, he relies on everybody else, but he can put up 40. He can put up 40, but he got weapons here, and he knows how to use them.
And you know,
That's the difference. And B don't really use his weapons because he rely on himself. And Booker defer. He'll have more assists than he'll have shots.
Yeah, but you know who I did
was
forget though, because he isn't a rookie no more this year. So like, my boy Wemby.
Yeah, but it's just it's like
Product-
no, but like B
productivity.
no, but like Bi no, but like Bi said,
Yeah.
MVP refuse on winning.
Yeah, you gotta
And the
win.
thing about them is they're not
Chris
going to be
Paul
winning
over there
games.
now.
That
You
don't
gotta
have,
get
that's not
wins.
going to help. Anyways,
Ain't
going
gonna
on to the
happen.
next, we got defensive player of the year. Who you got for defensive player of the year?
Defensive, god damn.
I know who I got. Go ahead. Give me one. Just give me
Oh,
one.
yeah, I know.
Who?
Yeah, that's Wemby.
Okay, I can take that. Who you got?
I was going with Wemby for that exact reason.
You got Wemby?
Yeah.
All the damn blocks.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Because he's better than Gobert, but I also see him being a good front piece for MVP now that he got a point guard.
I can actually wholeheartedly agree with this, although I do kind of want to put in there and I want to sprinkle on a little bit of Anthony Davis, because if Anthony Davis can stay healthy, which we haven't seen ever except for his first rookie year, this man was leading the league at 3 blocks a game, which Wemby was coming in and shattering, but I really do think that this is going to be a stat that Wemby is really going to get, because at the end of the day, this nigga was damn near averaging
way more blocks
5 blocks a game is what he was averaging. And he was blocking niggas' whole 3-point shots. When you block a man 3-point shot and you 6 feet away from him, that got to be a goddamn highlight to me.
This is gonna be the first defensive player of the year he win. He gonna win a whole bunch of them, and one year he gonna win the MVP and the defensive player of the year in the same year on some Michael Jordan Hakeem shit.
All right, going into the next, man. Rookie of the year. Who we got for rookie of the year, fellas? Who you think gonna be rookie of the year?
Rookie of the year.
I really can't think of Buddy's name. He played for the Lakers.
Yeah, that's definitely not gonna be rookie of the year.
Nah.
I can't think of this class right now.
I really can't.
Remember who,
I really can't either.
I'm knowing we got a nice one. I want to say Dodge is off being a homer.
Yeah, but he gonna have to pull something out of his ass though.
Who had the number 1 pick? Who had the number 1 pick last year?
Let's see. We're gonna run down into these top ones real quick.
Who was trash?
God
Damn.
Who was the worst? Like,
we know Bronny ain't got win rookie of the year.
Who had the worst motherfucker? Who lost all of them games?
All the games. It was between Sacramento.
Sacramento.
We got Zachir Roger from Atlanta Hawks, Dogs one. We got Alex Starr from Alex Sarr from Washington Wizards. We got Zach Edey with the Memphis Grizzlies.
Oh yeah, Edey.
We got Dalton
That's
Connect,
what I was thinking.
Dalton Connect from the Los Angeles Lakers.
I like Connect though.
It's
Knish.
Yeevis Missy, New Orleans.
Tennessee or some shit.
Cody Williams. That's the nigga that went to the Jazz. Matas Boosie, the nigga with the Bulls, who I think might be.
Yeah,
but,
I like for him, but yeah,
Ron Holland the second, Donovan Killigan, who I think he's a good run too. I think he's a good run with the Blazers. But the Blazers, think about the Trailblazers, they have a very deep roster over there, and that's why I don't know if he'll be getting the tick. Where I feel like that buddy with the Bulls, I always say his name fucked up, Matas Bootis or whatever his name.
Mm-hmm.
I think he gonna be a good
call him
run.
the Rook, man.
But I really
figured it out later when they keep saying his name on TV.
I'll probably go with Zach Edey. I think he has the best chance because
I'm going. Yeah, I seen him play. That's
it's what the chemistry that him and Mac Buddy over there can have and shit, man. And it's a bounce back year for him too. Like, I think that's where it's gonna be with him
because they gonna get.
Who you got? That's what you think it is too.
Yeah,
Zach against the board.
The wins matter when it come to all these awards.
All right. I get that. Most improved player of the year. Where we at with that? Who you think gonna get most improved player?
Anthony Edwards.
You think Ant-Man? I don't know if it's gonna be Ant-Man. Who you got, B.I.?
I can't remember who my pick was. I know who my second pick was.
Bless you, blood.
My second pick was Lonzo, but then I was like, they ain't really most improved. He just didn't play. But I can go with him still though. Because it's like a comeback player of the year type shit, really, like football do.
If y'all play everybody, then yeah.
Most improved.
But the most improved, like.
And you know what?
I have to say Ant-Man.
But see, the thing about Ant-Man is you expect already so much for him. So a nigga like him couldn't be the most improved. Like he's already like we expect Dog, because Dog been making the playoffs. It's not him that's letting that team down. There's other pieces out there. This will be a guy who I think hasn't played due to injury, wasn't able to come back, and just didn't bounce well. And really, I really wanted to say Lonzo Ball. I really did. But you know who I think it's going to be? Zach LaVine.
Oh, what?
Because when Zach LaVine come back healthy, dog can put up numbers. Now, I think part of the reason why Zach's numbers, I don't think, and you know, I've been hearing rumors, I don't think him and DeMar DeRozan's relationship was really that good. And I would hear rumors about how they would have their little tiffs, we'll call them, or disputes, but they never got to the end of that. And I really think now that I think Zach might have been, because when I watch Zach and DeMar ball, it's like they really didn't have a chemistry. Where I can watch like other guys on the floor get a chemistry, i.e. chemistry. Cody White, you know what I'm saying? Chemistry. Like he got natural chemistry.
Nice,
even
I'm the
Pat,
biggest
even
Kobe
Pete
White
Wills.
fan
Right.
ever.
But
You know what I'm
even
saying?
Pete Wills on a good night, chemistry. But it just never looked like DeMar and Zach because they always battled for that last second. Who would have the ball in that last second? And then DeMar was killing in the
I'm about to
fourth.
say,
DeMar was the
on
best,
real.
so that kind of weeds Zach out in the
So he
last
was
one. Now
second
Zach,
in the
he
league
might
in most clutch.
feel some way. Now Zach got a bunch of young crew with him. They run and gun with him. They don't hold the ball.
Don't hold the
They
ball,
run and
man.
gun. They
It's
get that bitch flowing. You got
got
ball
Pooh out
back.
here doing it too.
Right.
This
Like
shit,
that's
boy.
what. Hey,
and he getting way more looks by the basket.
right.
Man.
So I
Easy
really
ones, like,
and I really
this is
think
gonna
this is
work.
where Zach is
This is
going
gonna
to
work.
shine because now he really feels like this is his team,
Yeah.
and that's why I feel like Zach is going to get the most improved player just by default because we haven't seen him really perform at this level for this
Well,
long. If he gets like that, and I think this is his bounce back year. You know.
It better be.
So I think I'm gonna float with Zach on that. Who you agreeing with?
I'm gonna go ahead and go. So,
Who?
you know what? I'm gonna go Green from Houston.
Okay,
You know
I
what I'm saying?
like
He gonna
that.
play
I like
a full season of if he finish out the way he finished out the year last year. If he played this whole season like that, he definitely in contention for that.
Who you got? Most improved player.
Klay Thompson.
I can feel that. I felt that. Off the years he's had right now and off that bounce back, I can see this.
I feel like that was a real heartfelt pick because I see him in the preseason miss a whole bunch of them shots.
Showing G that
But,
nigga was like 2 for
say
like
word.
62.
Say word, this nigga. I'm trying to tell you. Hey, man,
It wasn't looking good, Clay. We know you better than that.
Those games don't matter yet.
They showed up. They
But
showed up.
but once
He
they
is a game 6 type motherfucker. They call him game 6 Clay.
Yep.
So we gonna see.
We gonna
He's
see.
on that big stage, but and I know we gonna. We know
It's not that big for him
You know
no
what I'm
more.
saying?
He got 4 of them, and he got Kyrie and
he
Luka.
gotta learn how to get in the rhythm of just standing there though, as opposed
He
to
already did.
running up the court and they like looking for him to just shoot. Are they gonna be willing to do that for him? He wanted sometimes if he open in transition, let that bitch go. Like
See, now he on a team.
now Jason Kidd
He
has
on a
to
team where they
incorporate
can't
that.
double team him no more. Cause Luka can pull it, Kyrie can pull
It's
it.
different standing
can
there, man.
pull
with
it.
the
Damn.
shooting.
So who
And being
can
able
double
to run
team
up
on the
there.
Maverick? Who can double team the Maverick shooters? Nobody.
Doubling down off what Dog said. We got the motherfucking clutch player of the year. Who you think gonna be the clutch player of the year, Dre?
Clutch.
Clutch. Most clutch player of the year.
I already know who my pick is. I gotta go DeMar DeRozan because last year it was motherfucking De'Aaron Fox was one, and motherfucking DeRozan was 2, and now they on the same damn team.
Which conflicts?
Which
Who you got?
which to me they gonna be kind of battling out for that. And I think when you slow the game down, who you gonna get a ball to? They probably gonna still go De'Aaron a lot, but sometimes you don't have to go motherfucking fam. You know what I mean? They get a lot of clutch baskets, both of them.
They do.
They do, but there's only one ball. But yeah, so I see Donovan Mitchell. To be honest, being the most clutch.
God damn, man, that nigga so suspect, bro.
He's suspect, but like, hey, 71 ain't fluky, and
He ain't consistent.
hey,
To me, that's my problem. I
But
don't
this
know
is
what
what
to
makes it
expect,
a
man.
clutch moment versus a
He
blow.
nice though.
They
he
can't
cold
just-
as a bitch.
How
I
many
ain't
teams
gonna
can
lie.
the Cavs just blow out? Not many.
They
So,
coaches, they
they-
MVP.
like they're gonna
Who's
be
that?
fighting to be
Bickerstaff?
in
Dogs
this
said
game.
they coach.
They fighting to be in every game. The
Yeah.
Cavs are. So
That coach
they're
can
gonna
do
have
whoever on
more
that
close games than
He like somebody's
blowouts.
son.
Let's put it like that. They're gonna have more close games than blowouts. So I have a chance to be the most clutch I can ever be playing for the Cavs if I'm Donovan Mitchell. Because
Well,
I
clutch-
know
clutch
these
is,
games we're not supposed
they
to win,
define clutch.
and we can win.
They define clutch as like so many points in a certain time span to end the game.
Yep, close
So
quarter
it's like,
games,
so it's
stuff
like
like
2 to
that.
5 minutes. I forget.
I think.
Who else are you
Exact
gonna
numbers.
stick the ball in their hands on the cap?
So it's not just like the last shot.
As much
Yeah.
as much as I want to go with Donovan Mitchell, I see him pulling a bunch of threes that he don't make, and that's the difference between over there because they do a lot. The most clutch player, I think, in the
Aaron
league.
Fox is running it up, hitting
And I
layups.
wholeheartedly,
That's how he getting
and
his
I
in
agree
5
with that.
minutes
I
left.
agree with that. I
And
think,
DeMar's
but I think,
getting his was just everybody
But-
give me the ball, y'all get the fuck
I think
out the
him,
way.
I think him and DeMar are going to have to split that.
They
The
gonna
people
split
who
it,
I don't
so
see
it's
having to
gonna be-
split that is going between, and I had a
Okay.
two-way tie for this for this because this is a tough one for me because I really think about this two ways. Is going to be either Luka. Because Luka is probably one of the most
gotta
clutch
split
players,
that
and
too.
in every close game they put the ball in his hand more than they do Kyrie
He got to split it with Kyrie
and Brunson.
you got Clay
And Brunson. When the ball
gotta
gets
split
into
now.
it,
He got-
Brunson
he got,
he's the clutch factor though because he's the guy who could put up 9 points in 8
But
seconds.
they
or something.
got Bridges now.
But he's still the predominant shooter.
That's
and when
true,
they
but
take
he gotta
that shot,
split it.
he
If we
no,
talk about motherfuckers got to split
but that's
shit.
not going to stop his 30 and his 50 and his 40-point nights, which he be putting up, and he do that with or without
these
people.
motherfuckers.
And that's why I put him there because when you think about it, it's really going to come down between Luka or Brunson because those are the guys that are winning game. As much as I like Kyrie, he's not really
those
known.
dudes got the ball in their hand a lot.
They Kyrie got in there, but
Brunson and
Luka has the
they got
ball
that
a
ball in
lot.
their hand,
Like
yeah.
if we was to break down time
They
scale,
dribble the air out the ball.
this motherfucker
Like-
hold, and that's what I'm saying. But Brunson do the same
Charles
thing.
Barkley shit.
When Brunson sees a wide open look, or he sees a liability, or he sees somebody he can get, he does the same thing in late minute games.
Yeah.
Late minute games. I'm not talking the whole game, but in late minute games, as far as what I've seen last year that I know he's going to bring to this year, he has that ball in crunch time in his hands because he is the clutch shot maker. So I had a two-way tie on that, and that's kind of where I go with that. And we'll leave it at that. We'll leave it at just jury hands. Now we go into the top 10 best one and done seasons in the NBA. Players who had one breakout season and the rest of the time they were average in the league. I guess I'm gonna start this one off, and I'm gonna kick it off with the big ass Linsanity. Jeremy fucking Lin,
Oh,
bro.
shit.
This motherfucker didn't even have a hot season. This nigga had a hot 6 games.
I was trying to
And
say.
this motherfucker got a contract off that.
Right.
After Jeremy Lin did that, everybody thought they could get that bag, and that nigga kicked off a funky ass epidemic, but I'm still mad to this day.
That's my
Who you got as
10,
number?
10. I'ma go
Oh, that's your 10 too?
I mean,
Who
he
got
on my
10,
list,
Drake?
so he
I
getting
can't
in.
even say Jeremy Lin on that. 'Cause,
I mean,
like,
Jeremy
hey,
Lin.
the man started going off and averaging like 12 points.
But
He had a good
the contract
8-year
he got
career.
due to that 6 or 12
I'm
points
trying to tell you.
was ridiculous, Dre. And anybody in the NBA will tell you that right now.
That boy went
You
to
can go on a
Houston,
podcast
they
and
did
them
nothing.
niggas is hot to this day. Them niggas, what's them niggas that do the little sport podcast?
502.
Nigga, them niggas is all hot, nigga. Them niggas is like, nigga, ain't no way in hell this nigga had 6 games winning and got this contract with Houston like that.
Yeah.
And then do a motherfucking thing. Not a season,
Yeah.
a game. So
Yeah.
you got Jeremy Lin 10? Who
Jeremy
you got
Lin was
10?
on my list. So he's
He got him
he's
at 10?
now, yeah.
Who you got?
And he got a full list. So.
Norris Cole
Oh,
Okay.
from Miami.
Okay.
I could respect that. That's a respectable
Okay.
call, Drake. I'm not even going to debate that right now because we ain't got time for that monkey shit. But
I can,
coming in at number 9 right now, and I still say it, D'Angelo Russell.
ooh.
I agree
D'Angelo
with
Russell,
you on
number
that.
9, bro.
He was
This
killing-
nigga
I'm
came
going
in
9
nice,
Still with Brooklyn.
and that nigga still butt cheeks
He was
to me.
killing
I'll
Brooklyn.
tell you that right now, bro. Still cheeks.
Hey man, I'm gonna go Mo Williams. The
What?
08-09 season, he averaged 18 a game, with 43%
What?
shooting from 3.
Nah,
This
Mo,
nigga drunk.
Little, man, Mo was cold.
No, he put that list together, so
Mo was cold.
Mo was cold as
Mo
hell.
was cold.
Him and Eddie Stackhouse.
But he wasn't allowed to
Eddie
just really
House.
be him outside of that Cleveland team like that. He played for a whole bunch of teams.
that's valid. Did you say your number 9?
No, I agree with you.
Okay. I feel with you. Hey, coming in at number 8, man. Jabari Parker. Jabari Parker, bro.
Damn.
Jabari Parker was, I ain't gonna lie. Dog had G, man. That nigga
I
had
thought he
game,
would
bro.
be
And I
nice.
wanted him to do so much
Yeah.
better, even with the Bucks, even with the Bulls.
Yeah.
When we just couldn't get the best out, and the best was behind him, dog. And that nigga was a walking bucket, bro.
Yeah.
See,
Facts.
I was stuck between him and OJ Mayo.
At 8?
I
Okay.
go with OJ.
You go OJ?
Yeah.
You're not wrong, dog, because OJ was a walking bucket too, man.
Man,
A walking bucket.
That's
Who you
crazy.
you had him too?
No, I didn't even have him on the list. I got Josh Howard. I don't know if y'all
Oh,
07
the
Mavs.
Hawks.
07
the Hawks
Mavs.
too. With the Hawks too.
Did he play with them?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he was
Josh
out.
Howard?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure he went over there for a little
He was
bit.
killing with Dirk and
Because
them.
he was sitting behind
He had
Josh
the
Smith.
headband.
They could have, they both was over there. He was coming
Yeah,
up.
dog was cold though. I don't know what happened to him after that. He was cold for a couple years, really, but then he had that 1 year where he was nice. He was an all-star. Everybody on my list was an all-star one time, and then
Kind of just trickle.
you had one all-star year. You know what I'm
I
saying?
feel that, man.
One
Number
shot of
8.
greatness. You know.
Hey, coming in at motherfucking number 7, man. Jaleel Okafor.
Ooh, yeah.
Tell me Jaleel Okafor wasn't supposed to be up there
That
for a
was,
motherfucker.
I
man.
thought so.
I ain't gonna lie.
He's on my list.
I ain't gonna lie.
I was gonna
He was
put
on-
him next there.
Hey, that's my 7. That's my 7. Yeah.
And you started, so that's my 7.
What's your 7, Joe?
And now that I remember him, it's kind of interesting. It's a toss up.
Oh, yeah.
My list is getting moved around because y'all saying my guys too early.
Man, I'm still gonna have to go with Jabari here.
Jabari?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I ain't
Yeah.
used him yet. I go with Jabari. Yeah.
That was nice. He was killing the dude.
Man.
What was that, number 7 for us? So I'm on 6
Now
now.
we on
Yeah.
6.
I'm on 6 right now.
Yeah.
Michael Beasley.
Oh man.
Oh no. Yeah.
Because Michael Beasley is cold,
That
but
nigga
it
was
never
number 2 on
transferred.
my list, but now he's number 6.
That shit
Yeah.
never transferred in like NBA games to
didn't.
where it was like
But he
successful.
beat everybody one on
But
one.
he could beat your ass 1-on-1. He could beat everybody across the board 1-on-1. Who you got number? Was it 7?
No, that was 6.
6? Who you got 6?
6. Austin Rivers, bro.
Oh,
Okay.
I felt like he went up and down. I felt like he had one of them type
Yeah,
careers.
I
But
know.
I respect that. I respect that.
He came out way too early.
Like that.
Who you got for number 6?
That was my number 6.
Oh,
You
that's
on
real?
5.
I'm on 5, but you on 6.
No, I did 6 with you because
Oh,
you
okay,
took my
okay.
number 2. You
Okay,
took
okay.
Mike Beasley.
Finball on me, man. Kevin Love.
Okay.
Kevin
Well,
Love with
well,
Kevin
he
Love
was
with
killing,
Minnesota
though. He
was
was
Mr.
killing.
Double Double.
Yeah.
That nigga wasn't Mr. Double Double since he left Minnesota. Nigga, he been playing for motherfucking damn near 8 years since then. He
Nah, he got a ring though.
Okay,
He went and
but-
got a ring.
He
so,
did,
like,
but it's
got
far fetched
two.
from Mr. Double Double. He got 2.
Yeah.
It's far fetched from Mr. Double Double is what I'm saying. It wasn't on his behalf that they won those rings. Each one of them rings came off of LeBron and Kyrie and Iggy Block maybe like type shit. Like come on,
But
like
then-
no, I'm just saying.
you
I,
gotta
as far
think
as
about
him,
it. He got old fast.
nah, he was
He
getting
got
injured.
old fat.
No.
The
Injury.
motherfucker had gray hairs the same time LeBron was getting his shit plugged.
Right.
Like,
But he was injured too a lot. And it was injuries that really took him away from that game, though.
he
'cause
got
could've
old
played.
fast.
No, he was injured. That nigga was
Injuries
injured.
make you old fast.
Injured. That was
Nigga
5.
got
Who you
old
got at 5?
5 for me is Andrew Bynum.
Ooh.
Andrew Bynum, that boy won him
I
a couple
fuck with that.
rings.
I'm with you.
That's
a
eight.
big.
I ain't gonna lie, that's my number 4, dog.
I'm
That's my
with you
number
with
4. That's my
five.
number 4.
I'm with you with 5.
Hey,
Who you got for four?
For 4,
Andrew Bynum was my 4. I ain't gonna lie, that nigga, I thought that nigga was gonna do big things. Last time I seen that nigga, he was at a Milwaukee Buck game, smushed in a seat, drinking plenty of natty, Milwaukee's best tall cans. Bro, no, dead ass, bro. He was in
Say
Milwaukee
word.
with his knees up like this, with his hair dyed blonde.
I was about to
Knees
say,
up
what
like
his hair
this.
look like?
Hey, on my mama,
I
knees.
just wanna see
But the
his
knees,
hair
bro.
look like a-
You could,
a
hey,
palm
listen.
tree
For
or
how
some
big
shit.
this nigga was, he could have got better seat to be in here drinking like this.
Let me straighten my knees out.
Nigga, come on,
I
man.
can't beat this guy.
Who you got?
Larry Sanders.
Larry fucking Sanders at number 4. That is a great fucking pick, nigga. That is a great fucking pick. Who you got?
Who the fuck is Larry Sanders?
Larry Sanders played for the Bucks. Dog
That
was
nigga-
nice, nigga.
And he quit the smoke weed, nigga. The nigga quit the league
To smoke weed, bro.
to smoke weed. Nigga, a double magnet.
Nigga.
Double
With the lead.
Sanders.
Yes,
Yes.
nigga. Yes, nigga. You can look him up.
Not motherfucking the dude that came out with Kobe that everybody thought was better than Kobe in high school.
Larry Sanders, nigga. He had the J. He went to the Bucks, nigga. And dog just wouldn't stop smoking weed.
He kept getting
Dog was on the high. He was on the motherfucking Slam magazines, bro.
Man, I'm talking about the other nigga who looked like Young Dolph or somebody. We didn't play with the Phoenix Suns.
Oh no.
After that, Tim Thomas, nigga.
No,
Nah,
definitely
not Tim Thomas.
Tim Thomas used Larry Sanders, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Tim
Larry-
Thomas is
Larry
still on the
fucking
list.
Sanders.
He was coming next.
All right, man. I got Danny Granger. Yeah, Danny Granger
Those
was
is
made
fighting
nice for a second.
Oh, he was.
He was
dog.
majorly nice.
He was nice
I'm not even
until
sure what happened.
Paul George broke his
Paul
leg,
George-
nigga. He was nice because Paul George was on the court with him. It took away from his double team. Once Paul
That
George
wasn't
snapped
one of
his
Paul
leg.
George's victims, was it? Paul George was like having sex.
No,
with
he was on the
wives
team
and
with
shit.
Paul George.
So was Roy Hibbert. I'm just
Yeah,
saying.
but once Paul George broke his leg, those
He's
two
known to have
niggas,
multiple victims. Paul
Yeah,
George.
those niggas became
What we on,
victim
4?
of
I'm on 3?
circumstances.
When I'm on 3 now?
What are we on?
I think you just did 4.
I did 4.
I'm
yeah,
on
so
3.
we on 3.
Nigga, you said him. You said him.
I
Roy
didn't do
Hibbert.
my 4.
My 4 was him.
Oh, okay.
Roy Hibbert's my 3.
My 4 was
Yeah.
Larry.
And I agree
Okay,
with you.
Yeah, the name.
So I'm at 3.
3, yeah. I got Roy Hibbert on my list, nigga.
Roy
Dog was
Hibbert.
nice, bro. When he in his prime, he had 1 or 2 good seasons, and we ain't never heard him after. He got traded to the Lakers, and I ain't seen anybody since.
Like I said, once Paul George went down, the whole crew went down, nigga.
Who you got for 3?
For 3. Damn. I feel bad for him, but I gotta give it to what's his name? Nah, I can't think of his name right now. Come back to me.
That's not what we pay you for. Who
Right.
you got for 3?
When I
So,
get back.
At 3, I got Bill fucking Walton. This motherfucker was like the MVP, I think, you know what I'm saying, in that year that they won. Them motherfuckers won the chip. He was looking like the man. Next thing you know, he on the bench for the Celtics, getting him another ring, waving the towel, just rooting on Larry. Now he wasn't playing
He
no
said
ball.
rooting on for the
He
niggas,
wasn't playing no
dog.
ball no more. Not like that.
Who you got for your 3 bounce back?
Alright. Dog from Portland.
Greg Oden.
Corey Golden. Yeah.
How did I know?
Okay.
I couldn't
That's your
think of-
3?
Yeah.
Coming down to my number 2, man. Jared Wallace. Jared Wallace was nice, man.
Yeah.
Nice little size to him, pause,
Yeah.
but he was a bucket getter. He could shoot, he could do it. He just never really, he could always, his game kind of reminded me of like a Latrell Sprewell, just with a little bit more body, and he could shoot a little better the 3 ball to me a little bit in my eyes. I know Latrell was a little bit more mid-range, but he could shoot Gerald could shoot that ball a little bit. And it seemed like he had a nice little run, because mind you, he played for the Bobcats too, the Charlotte Bobcats, for when they were Charlotte at that time, when they had the orange jerseys and shit. And dog was a bucket. He could get a bucket. He was winning games for these niggas left and right. But he just faded the sun. Like, I don't know if it was injuries or off the court shit, but I never really seen dude anymore. That's my number 2, man. Jared Wallace, man.
Jeff Green. My number 2
Jeff,
is crazy.
ooh, Jeff Green. That's a good
Jeff
one,
Green.
dog.
Jeff Green.
You not wrong, dog.
Well, Jeff Green won the championship with the Nuggets lately.
He did, but
It
that-
was later.
he was
Uncle
a
Jeff now.
right,
Yeah.
right. He was a dog at his little point. I mean, if you riding the bench and coming in, I can see you getting a little. Who you got for number 2?
Oh shit! That just hit me up, man.
Sounds like
I'm gonna go D Rose, man.
that. Ooh, I like it,
I
dog.
gotta go D Rose. He was the MVP, and then it was a lot of years after that when he was very.
It's kind of hard to put me in there because I don't really look at him as a one and done. I see him; he had too many like comebacks and shit like that. So it'd been different if you would have said like maybe like John Paxson or something. I would have felt that probably.
Sick word.
But my number 1, I'm gonna keep it a buck with y'all, man. Ben Simmons, man. Ben Simmons was arguably one of the best players in the NBA at one time and just failed to just rubble. And we don't even know what really was wrong with this nigga.
His
We to
jumper.
this,
Yeah, he got his
listen,
own
we
head,
can
man.
talk about an
Just
air
fucking
jumper, but
Am I
let's be
left-handed
honest.
or right-handed?
This man's athletic ability, his size at the point guard position was 6'8". This is shit that we talk about with like Magic Johnson. Nobody in the point guard position could handle this man. He's shooting over your point guard. He's grabbing rebounds. He's getting putbacks. And he was just getting it. Yeah, he had a little bit of deficiencies, but this is the NBA, and nobody's perfect. Everybody's good at one thing. Draymond Green shoots more threes than I ever would like him to ever shoot in his fucking life, but he does it all the fucking time. So I can't say missing shots is a thing because everybody does it in the NBA. And his jumper is sus. But I've seen plenty niggas with sus jumpers get their shit together. And they pull it together. What we talking about is a guy who was leading the league off athleticism, doing it, literally didn't go off because of injury, got in his own fucking A because some fans booed him because he didn't go up and dunk, which happens to a lot of young niggas and shit in the playoffs. You fucked up, dog. I'm pretty sure we watched J.R. Smith damn near do it to the Cavaliers and had a high moment. This nigga damn near dribbled on the other side in a playoff game, dog. Like, nigga, what is you doing? What, right? So you see niggas fuck up in moments like this. They're pressure moments. Niggas is human.
He
But
said
then this
players
nigga,
fuck up.
this was the first nigga to get a mental injury and be sidelined for 2.5 years.
I got
So
brain
you
cramp.
definitely as fuck gotta go number one on my list. I ain't never seen a nigga get a mental injury. You the first nigga to have some niggas say some shit to you and mentally be so disrupted you can't play and you gotta get traded to another team. And then not only that, and then sit a year on the other team. A whole year, Brooklyn. Like, nah, man. Shit in Philly still got me fucked up, dog. And man, that Philly shit had me shook, nigga. I can't listen to no Benny Siegel tracks. I can't do shit, man. I can't watch the Eagles play. Every time Meek Mill say something, I look over my shoulder. Like, the Philly has your ass shook, nigga. I ain't never seen a nigga have a mental injury. This nigga went to practice, played 50%. Like, nah, man, Philly got me fucked up. I ain't been me, man. You know why you get jet lag? Dog have Philly lag. Like, come on, bro. Who you got for number one?
For me, it's a two-way tie.
I like when you talk like that, Daddy.
I'm out of here.
I'm out of here.
I'm
What's the two-way tie?
Brandon Roy and Lamar Odom.
Ooh.
That's hilarious. That a two-way tie too.
Damn.
Yeah, two-way tie.
Damn, we out here, man. Talk
Straight
to
up, yo.
talk to
Talking
Hendo.
about-
What's going on in these streets?
Nigga, I got Blake Griffin and DeAndre Jordan. These niggas fell off a cliff.
Man.
These guys were like famous for like a second. I guess without Chris Paul, shit changed, huh?
Without Doc.
That too.
Fuck. These Bucks in trouble. They got Doc Rivers as a head coach. They in trouble.
And that concludes that part. Now we go into what our most conclusive part of every segment is. B.I., let them niggas know.
Man, you gotta trade yourself, man.
Man, trade yourself. Like my man Omar would say, sometimes you just gotta go to a mother, you, her, him, she, let them know, hey, I ain't gonna disrespect you, but hey, you gotta trade yourself, man. Who you got for your trade yourself today, man, Dre?
Yo, Brownie, let's talk about this. The G League is coming your way.
I feel it.
I'm being friendly. I'm letting you know early. Like,
There ain't no wrong
get
with
used
that
to
either.
playing without your pops for a while. There ain't nothing he gonna be able to do to save you. Like, the only time y'all really gonna get into the actual factuals of playing together might be the beginning of the season and the end of the season when they realize they ain't gonna make the finals.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. Top picks went back to the G League. Like dude from Houston with the came out with the goggles and
Yeah,
shit.
yeah.
Scooter or some
Yeah,
shit.
that's what I said. Like,
Scoot
like
Henderson.
Yeah, Scooter.
hey, like, don't have a problem with it. Like,
Yeah, he said the G League calling his name.
yeah, because he came out
He
too
came
early.
out
R. Kelly
above,
saying.
man. At the 55th
The
pick,
G
he
League is
can't be
called
above.
my name.
You better answer the phone when they call you too.
Who need to trade themselves, B.I.?
I ain't gonna say trade yourself. All I'm gonna say is all of this shit. Aaron better win. That boy Aaron better win. Aaron Rodgers, man. Ain't no more excuses, you know what I'm saying? Because it's just inconsistency, I think. You know what I'm saying? It's just much to blame is, you know what I'm saying, the point of, because they got everybody. Now he got a receiver, right?
Mm-hmm.
So all of these, remember he threw the motherfucking pass to end the game and shit that was too low. He thought it was gonna be over. He thought the dude was gonna cut back in. The receiver thought it was gonna be over the shoulder. And bro, all of that type of shit, bro, all this inconsistent shit, you got all the pieces now. You came over here with another receiver. You got the Hackett dude, all types of shit. I'm just saying a lot of shit, you know what I'm saying, went this motherfucker's way. But and the last point, I forget who they were playing. This nigga was on point the whole goddamn game. This motherfucker, that us seeing that reminds us, nigga, of how good you used to be. It's showing us how not good you are right now because you ain't you the way you used to be. And I'm not here to blame motherfuckers, you know what I'm saying, habits and shit, ayahuasca and the drugs they want to do, shit they want to do in their free time. I just think it's funny that he, as a white man, come on TV and just tell motherfuckers he finna go get high as shit. Don't bother him, D&D, nigga. You know what I'm saying? He about to go get high in this off season, and he's done it like for the past couple off seasons. It's hilarious to me. You know what I'm saying? His players are obviously taking a dip. His drugs usage obviously is taking a dip the opposite direction. Like, I'm just saying, I feel like it's obvious. But we just gonna go down with this shit, man, and see this train wreck happen, slow motion, man, over the course of 18 weeks.
Hey, they get to live their life. Shit, fuck you mean? Like, go ahead. If that's how they want to end their career and show out, like, how great can you be doing what you're doing?
Right.
Like, that's all I want to see. Like, hey, you obviously you made it to the league. You feel me? Be great. Like, as long as you ain't on roids or anything performance enhancing, like, if you're just trying to mellow out your body, because I know that this game is tough, it's stressful. Any pro athlete to tell you, like, your mental takes a toll on you.
Ayahuasca.
Right. As long
Go
as
dark.
Huh?
You just go dark. That's what you say.
Go dark.
Man,
Go dark, man.
like
D&D for real, bro.
I'm personally going to have to take a page of these two fellas, man. I think I got a two-way tie for my motherfucking Trade Joseph today.
Yeah.
And it's basically going to start with the Jags, man. Jags are on my first flip Jags. This is a disappointment year, y'all. I'm sorry. By this stage right now, this Jags team is supposed to be a more finished product. Trevor Lawrence is not a bad quarterback, but somehow Doug Peterson is not a bad coach, but they not winning shit. This record is atrocious. They have that Eaton fella who was arguably one of the top 5 running backs up there, and they have nobody to throw to, but yet they're losing games. But they just are a mess over there. If you got to do it, you're going to have to figure something out right now, because what you got going on there is not winning games, and this is not where you should be at in your 3rd to 4th level with a quarterback you've had, with a coach you've handpicked, and with pieces that you predictably just pulled in here and got going your way. This is not how your team should look. You should look a lot better given what you've got. Second piece, the fucking Jets. You got to be fucking shitting me. Listen. You fire your head fucking coach who got the whole defense going. Like Omar will tell you, they had a number 1 defense. Okay, but this you done let the defensive coach go. You done let the defensive coach go, and you done picked up another wide receiver. What the fuck you gonna do when you get to the playoffs and you can pass the ball, but you can't stop motherfuckers from passing the ball back? This is a lose-lose situation. Because if you put this team right now currently in front of Lamar Jackson and the Baltimore Ravens, they're going to crush y'all. If you put this team right now in front of the Dolphins, even with the backup quarterback, they're going to get at y'all. If you put this team currently in front of the Bills, they're going to get at y'all. And these are all teams that are having struggling teams right now. They're struggling themselves, but they'll still get at this current team. With the additions of getting Devontae Adams, yeah, that makes your offense look a little better. But wait till this team has to see some heavier pass rushers. Aaron Rodgers can't get out that pocket the way he used to. Yes, he can throw in a dot, but the same problem he had with the Packers. When the motherfuckers get the blitzing and they get the coming, you can't stop them, you fucked. And that's what they fail into realize.
Yep.
You let some of your little good running backs go. You got a decent running back, but you let the good one go, right? He gone. So you left with a shell of pieces and an old guy with an old member, and they have a little bit of chemistry together. It's just going to look good from play to plays. Yeah, they'll probably be able to get over on a couple of teams that are struggling, but this isn't going to be a playoff team. No. This team is not going to be a playoff team for another year or two, and that's the fucking fact. Because letting that defensive head coach like that, you lose. Listen, I'll preach this into the face. My face turned blue. When you start letting defensive coordinators, offensive coordinators, and head coaches go, the team as a whole is going to suffer because there was a lead that they took from in command, and that Saheem Good was great on defense because he was a linebacker and he played fucking defense. And there is no more better than getting coached up by a guy who was a dog like that, and that got the defense going. Now you done got this nigga in here, and he don't get the defense going like that. Remember that motherfucker was like, man, slap me in my face. Ooh, you slap me. Ooh, there was blood in there. That's how he get going. That might be how they defense get going, and now that shit is gone. Now them niggas not doing that. And that's my motherfucking take for the day, man. But on to other notes, man, we gonna pay our little bills, man. Shout out to my man JV on 50 King over at the closet, man. Showing them good ass shoes, man. Make sure you shop with dog. I know shit gonna be coming up soon where you might want to get shit online. Nah, fuck all that. Shout with my nigga JV, man. Tell him you know Hendo, he gonna cut you a price. Man, also go fuck with my man Focus, man. Over there, what's that over on
Jackson Street.
On Jackson, man. Over in the Jackson Street Plaza. Hey, if you want your shoes clean, you got some rusty ass boots that you need bust out for the wintertime because it's about to get motherfucking cold, man. Go holler at my man Focus. He'll put a little shine to them shits, have them shits looking damn near fucking new, man. Almost like when you first bought them. Also, if you got some beat up ass shoes and shit that ain't looking right, go fuck with him. He gonna bring them shits back to life. Man, but if you also trying to find you some nice little dunks, try to find you some little Joker SBs or whatever the fuck y'all wearing nowadays with some the chunky dunkies, go holler at my man Focus. He gonna put you in line. He probably got them shit there, man. Coming out the little Herbert and Gerber box or whatever it is, Ben and Jerry's joint. The Ben and Jerry joint. I don't rock them shits, man. I don't like them motherfuckers, but hey, some niggas got their own taste, man. Man, that's what it is, man. But hey, once again, man, episode 118, man. We appreciate y'all watching and rocking with us one more time. Once again, hey, this nigga quick with this music, man. We got my man Dre. We got my man B.I., man. You already know what it is, man. Much love. Like and subscribe, nigga. Like and subscribe, nigga. Hey.